Today we've got another reveal of the new and affordable iPhone SE, along with its specs and its release schedule, so make sure you hit subscribe now and we'll get right into it. So while we've had a lot of conflicting information in the past, everything is finally falling into place for the iPhone SE, and for those of you wanting a more budget-friendly iPhone, it's going to be a great choice. Now for a start, thanks to Apple Intelligence requirements, the new iPhone SE is going to receive the new A18 chip along with 8GB of RAM, and this means it's going to be great for all of the AI tasks and of course productivity and gaming. Now it's also ditching the predecessor's LCD display for a new 6.06-inch LTPS OLED panel, and this is not only going to be a better display to look at, but it's also more power efficient than the predecessor. Now it's coming with a resolution of 1170 by 2532, and although the peak brightness of 800 nits seems low compared to many of the flagships today, it's still plenty, and you've got to remember it wasn't a problem when that was the maximum we had a few years ago. Now camera-wise, it's using a single 48-megapixel Sony IMX904 for the primary wide-angle camera, then it's using a 12-megapixel camera for the selfies, although the selfie camera and Face ID sensors are going to be inside the notch, and we won't get a dynamic island. Now the dimensions come in at 146.7 by 71.5 by 7.8 millimeters, and it houses a 3279 mAh battery, so it looks to me like this is a modified shell of the iPhone 12. Now we do, however, get plenty of modern upgrades like Face ID, IP68 water and dust resistance, as well as MagSafe wireless charging. We've already had cases leaked for the iPhone SE, which confirms the new design, and the camera cutout of the cases have led to a couple of reports that we're going to get dual cameras in a horizontal layout, but personally I think this extra space is simply to allow for the flash. Now I was shown a prototype some time ago when I first created this render back in April, and it's looking very likely that this is what the new iPhone SE is going to look like. It also confirms that the alert slider is going to be present and we won't be getting the new action button, and this was always likely if it was going to be using the shell of the iPhone 12. We've also got news that the iPhone SE is going to be the first device to use the Apple-designed 5G modem along with a custom Wi-Fi 7 chip to deliver the latest technology, and this has no doubt also assisted in some cost saving. And there are also lots of rumors about a larger iPhone SE circulating, but these are simply just rumors, and I'm 99.9% sure that it's not going to happen and we're only going to have one. A larger model would of course cost more, and it just wouldn't make sense. Now when it comes to the new iPhone SE though, I've created these renders here, including shots of it in my hand, to give you guys a best as illustration as I can, and then I've created these renders in different colors to try and show you the whole range. Now it's important to also note here that one thing I don't know is the colors, and these were simply just a guess, but as soon as we get any confirmation on the colors, I'll be updating these renders straight away. Nevertheless, this gives you a great illustration of what you can expect from the new budget iPhone. Now when it comes to the release, we know the iPhone SE is going to be coming in March 2025, and it's most likely going to be mid-March, and this makes a lot of sense considering it's 6 months away from the iPhone 16 launch and 6 months before the iPhone 17 launch. We also know it's going to be priced at around $550, which when you think about it is very impressive for the power and the performance you're going to be getting from this new iPhone SE. Now for those of you excited for the new Apple iPhone SE though, we're going to run through the full specs, design and the expected pricing to help you guys decide if it is going to be worth the wait, so make sure you hit subscribe now and we'll get right into it. For the iPhone SE4, we get a 6.06-inch Super Retina OLED display. It's going to be a 60Hz LTPS display with an expected resolution of 2556 by 1179, and it's going to be protected by ceramic shield, and the peak brightness will be 800 nits. Now unlike recent iPhones, we won't be seeing the dynamic island on the iPhone SE4, and we're instead going to get the old style notch to house the selfie camera and the Face ID sensor. The selfie camera is going to be a 12-megapixel wide-angle camera, and the exact sensor is still unknown at the moment, but it's likely to use the same camera from the iPhone 14. Over on the rear, we get one camera, which will of course be a wide-angle camera, and while the exact sensor is still unknown at the moment, we know it's going to be a 48-megapixel camera. Now it's going to be powered by the A18 Bionic and 128GB of storage. It's also going to be powered by a 3279 mAh battery with wired and wireless charging, and while the fast charging is still unknown at the moment, we expect it to be around 30 watts. It's going to be shipping with iOS 18, and Apple are aiming for a launch price at between $500 and $550, and it's going to be launching in mid-March. So overall, the iPhone SE 4 is looking like a great refresh to the iPhone SE series, looking much more modern than the previous generation. The iPhone SE is always a popular choice with the consumers as it delivers the latest chipset and performance without all of the bells and whistles of the most premium displays or cameras, and of course it does it at a much better price. Now the phone has been delayed multiple times now, but it seems 2025 is the likely launch candidate. That's not too far away now. So if you're not too concerned about having the best of everything on your phone, then you can just skip the iPhones that just launched and hold out for the iPhone SE. For those of you with the older iPhone SE, I also think it offers plenty of reasons to actually upgrade, so this is no doubt going to be reflected in Apple's sales. Now of course, launch is still a few months away, and if anything else comes in the meantime, I'm going to be sharing it straight away, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a thing in the future.